this video about a trip my son and I took to Granite Peak in Montana, the state high point. Our plan was to backpack in, set up camp, and go up and summit, and then come back out and camp a second night, and then walk back out. We ran into some issues and some challenges when we got about halfway up the mountain, and we had to make a decision about whether we were going to go on or not. So this video, I'm going to show you our trip and our criteria for deciding we're going to continue or go back, and hope this gives you some information about how to make a decision when you faced with something like that. So come along and we'll show you what happened on this trip. We're at the Lady of the Lakes trailhead, the Upper Lakes trailhead. You got to drive a little bit further to get to it. We're going to try to summit Granite Peak, is going up through the Skytop Lakes, and it's August 29th. So we're going to give it a shot and see what happens. Let's go. All right, here's the junction between the two Lady of the Lake trails, and there's the lake up there. We found out on the edge of this meadow, the trail turns, crosses that creek right there. There's a trail that goes down that way, which was confusing. Right here, there's a cairn and goes this way. Here's where Zimmer Creek comes in, and we cross and go up the Skytop Valley. We just made a mistake. We should have crossed the creek right here. Instead, we went up that way, which is the creek that drains one of the lower Arrow lakes. But you need to cross the creek here and go up this way and follow the Skytop Creek. That trail's a little more prominent. Yeah, we're going along the right side of Rough Lake. So we're going to try to get up above it and up to the Skytop Lakes and camp tonight. There's some beautiful scenery. It's 6:30 in the afternoon, and we left at 9:30 this morning. We're just now getting to the Skytop Lakes. Campsite for the night, overlooking Skytop Lakes. Been a long, tiring day. It's the next morning. We're at summit day. It's August 30th. The sun's up. Tucker's fixing his tea, and we have to go that way. We got a little bit of rain last night. It was really windy off and on, but right now we got mostly clear skies, so we're hopeful and optimistic. Gotta have a hard day, but hopefully we can summit. Use the cracks that you see for foot. I went up there, yeah. Okay, use that crack right there to give you footage. Right down in here.
This looks easier.
Okay, do that. All right, we're just passing the Skytop Lakes. We've come around the edge here, and now we're going up through here. We can see Granite up there. That's the goal. All right, these are the last of the upper two Skytop Lakes. Huge cliff up there. So we're heading up that way. Best we can tell, we're going to go right up to this little notch right up in there. See what's on the other side. All right, there's the mountain. We've come up this far. We're a little concerned about these clouds up here though. It's 11:42. We're working our way up through this drainage. You have to go to that little ridge there till we get to the base of the mountain where the snow tongue is. But we're not liking the looks of these clouds. All right, we're at the base of the mountain. We put our trekking poles away and our helmets on. And we got the hardest part ever, going up that ramp. Praying for safety and summits. At this point, we had finished the approach going up to the mountain and we're ready to actually start climbing up the mountain. And as you can see, we put our trekking poles away and we put our helmets on and we put gloves on for traction. We decided three things are our criteria as we ascended up the mountain. Number one, we're going to stay together no matter what. And number two, if either one of us wanted to turn back, we both would turn back. And number three, if it started raining, we were going to turn back because we didn't want to climb on wet rocks. So that was our criteria going up the mountain as we started ascending. There's a big giant boulder here right at the start of the mountain. There's four basic sections on the southwest ramp route. There's the snow tongue, which there's no snow when we did it in late August. Then there's the section that goes up the base of the slab. Then you turn on the southwest ramp, which is the longest and hardest section. And then you have the summit ridge. We're going up what what's normally a snow tongue, but there's not any snow up here right now. Working our way up towards the big slab. Alright, we've come up through the area of the snow tongue, and now we're right along the base of the slab. The slab's up here. So we're going along the edge of the slab now. This looks like the end of the slab where we cut into the Calor or southwest ramp, but we're not sure. Alright, it's 1:20 and we're part of the way up the southwest ramp, but what we're concerned about is this. There's clouds moving in. We're getting a little bit of snow or sleet. We're waiting to see if this blows over. If it blows over, we may continue. If not, we'll head down. But we don't want to risk trying to hike and climb in weather like that. So 600 feet or so from the summit, but safety first. All right, it's about 1:35. And we've been watching this cloud for over 30 minutes, and the clouds moved in on us. But it's not really raining, we just have a little bit of spit and snow. So we're gonna give it a little more time and see if it clears off. But in the meantime, we're waiting it out, trying to make the right decision. All right, we're looking at the southwest ramp, and it looks pretty challenging. The weather cleared off, rock, a little bit wet. We're just not sure if we want to go on.
We're about 400 feet from the summit, and everything in both of us is telling us to turn around. It's a lot more challenging than we anticipated, and on top of some rain showers making this rock slick, it just doesn't seem safe to keep going.
This is as far as we've gotten, 12,290 feet. We give it a good shot. Down we go. So yeah, it was disappointing to get that close and not make it. We were about 500 feet in elevation from the summit. It's such an enormous effort to get that far, to fly from Atlanta to Salt Lake, drive up there, hike in 10 miles, and then to get this far up the mountain and have to turn around. But like we said, safety first. We go with the motto of Ed Viesturs, the famous American mountain climber, that it's optional to get to the summit, but mandatory to make it down safe. And we walked back to camp and spent the night there. The southwest ramp just seemed to be beyond our abilities and our skills. It seemed to be very challenging. And my son, he and his wife are expecting the first baby next year, so that also played a factor. But it still was a good time. We got to spend time together and enjoy the beautiful mountains, and most of all, we got to return home safe.
I remember the afternoon spent in silence on the couch, your hands seeking shelter in my cage.
We're having lunch on our way down. We may not have made it to the top, but doesn't mean we can't have a one-of-a-kind lunch up here.
This rock stuck to the top of my mouth. I can't get it off.
What?
The rabbit stuck to the top of my mouth. I can't get it off. Stuck up there like glue.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I had to pluck it off.
Anyway, this is a really great view.